Now we're going to hear some Douglas jokes. You know, he constantly sprinkles his speeches with anecdotes of all kinds. These are generally drawn from the folklore and immediate experience of his audience, and he uses them in two ways. First, simply to entertain, as the next band suggests, and secondly, to make a point, as you will hear a little later on this record.
And I'm something like the old farmer and his wife who had a daughter who went off to the city, and she got herself a job and did very well and fell in love with a nice young boy, and she was thinking of getting married, and she wrote home and said to Mother and Dad, "Now, Mother and Dad," she said, I'm going to bring George home so you can meet him, and I hope you like him because I want to marry him." And she brought him home, and of course she told Father and Mother to be on the best behavior, and they were doing so. They had coffee in the living room. And then Mother said, "Now, Father," she said, "you take George and Mary and show them over the farm while I get dinner ready." So away Father went, and he was showing them over the place. And George, of course, was trying to make a good impression, too. He was praising everything he saw, what lovely stock, what fine buildings, what magnificent machinery. And when he got down to the garden, he said, "Why," he said, "Mr. Brown, I've never seen such big strawberries." Oh, the farmer was very modest. He said, "Nothing to that. Anybody can grow strawberries. Lots of manure. Put manure on them." He said, "Why, what a wonderful hedge you've got." "Oh," he said, "lots of manure." "What big vegetable garden?" "Oh," he said, "lots of manure." That's the answer. The girl was getting more and more embarrassed, and presently she left the father and the boyfriend, and up to the house she came, and she said, "Mother," said, "you've got to do something with Father." Mother said, "What's wrong now, Mary?" "Well," she said, "he's down there with George in the garden talking about manure." Said, "Mother, can't you teach him to say fertilizer?" Mother said, "Mary, it's taken me 25 years to get him to say manure." We're sorry that we've given you so much hot weather. This you can expect here. This is the country of drought and heat. They tell, you know, of the politician, one of those kind of politicians who'd rather be wrong than be quiet, who was making a speech in which he said, "Why, this is a fine province. There's nothing wrong with this province. All this province needs is lots of water and lots of good people." Some fellow at the back said, "That's all hell needs." The farmer who's hauling water and one of these to feed his stock, and one of these tourists going through said, "What are you hauling water for?" He said, "I'm hauling it to my stock." He said, "How far do you haul it?" He said, 2 miles. He said, "Why don't you put down a well?" "Well," he said, "about the same distance."